Hey guys, vlogging. Gonna tell you about a fail. And it's not that I'm a fail. It's not reasons why split level house is a fail. It's I did something and I wasn't able to do it right. So there's you can kind of turn anything into a pipe. One time, I was talking about how me and my friends had a water bottle pipe. And one of my friends was just like, that is the most like street trash thing I've ever heard, and I'm just like, it's called being ingenuitive. So because we had Bud and we didn't have a pipe, right? And I got pretty good at making water bottle ones. Um, and then I got a pipe. It was this little elephant, but then it broke. And then I had another one. It was bomb, and it was like mushrooms, but I don't know why they made it like this. The mushroom was like a cream color. But then that broke, and so I had to repair it essentially by I have blah 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 stuff to fix it, but then to really keep it from falling apart, I had to cover it in aluminum foil and polymer clay. It was fucked up. It was fucked up. Hilariously fucked up barn, and it might still be on the balcony. It might still be on the balcony of where I lived. I don't think anybody wants it. As much as being sick gets annoying, it is interesting when my body physically forces itself to slow down. And so, a lot of the time I'm like, I could do something, I could do something, I could do something, I could do something, and then sometimes I'm just like, actually, uh, yeah, I'm gonna take a breather. But I didn't make it long enough, and also the corkscrew, I tried using a corkscrew, and it's not that it was flawed, it's that it takes too much to where it's gonna ruin the structure because it's gonna get warm, and also it's like weirdly warm in everywhere except the bedrooms. I think something's going on with the AC because it is cooler outside than it is in the living room. But the rooms, I made sure to stay at a place with air-conditioned sleeping quarters, or else I would have died for like 7 million days and hours and nights. And someone else is out here, but they also have headphones on. They're also about to leave, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. As much as I'm very loud, this is something you'll be learning about me now that I actually have to keep my voice down. Is I actually have the ability to be very quiet. There are times while I'll be talking and people are like, what did you say? I didn't quite hear that. Like someone would be like, okay, just whisper it, and then I'll whisper it. I'll be like really quiet, and they'll be like, you didn't even say anything. And I'm like, yes, I did, bruh. You just weren't listening. Oh, you'll whisper? I don't know. I don't know. I could go quieter, but with my headphones on, then it could get to a point to where if I was so quiet, then I might be able to barely hear myself, or so quiet that it's just my headphones wouldn't pick it up. So I wouldn't truly be whispering in your ear. It's more so like your ear is here. See, I'm just saying whatever. Um, because it's like, it's been something I've been wanting to do, but it's like I wasn't gonna go out of my way to make a pipe out of like Starburst or something because I just wasn't before because I had my blog. But then it was so the paper, because of how windy it is, sometimes it's like just one little part of the joint will get super hot and it'll burn like halfway. But then because of the wind, it's literally just like one side of it instead of an even burn. So, and reeking. I need to get bug spray, bruh, bruh, bruh. And also just your cortisone, the anti-itch. I took some NyQuil. Yeah. Um, they gave it to me for free. $10 bottle. I got. They just went, here, take it. You deserve it. Thank you. I do. I'm so glad I get everything I want. And one of those things I want is world peace, which is achievable even if it isn't in my lifetime. I'm idealistic because it's a philosophy. It's meant to make you think. You know, though, like, you're referencing Karl Marx, but you aren't taking a second to think just like, oh, this is literature. It's like, this was a guy who was alive. This is his own personal philosophy. People ask me, who is your favorite philosopher? And I'm like, me. I spend all my time thinking. I spend all my time talking to myself. And then when I get to talk to other people, there gets a point to where I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get to tell my Tumblr followers about this conversation. I'm gonna get to say this to my laptop and then think about how I want to tell the story of me talking to some of my hostel mates, although I don't feel like doing that right now. I did it some on my Tumblr. It's whatever I want to do. And I already got some plans that I've started to scheme up. And you're like, what? What are you, a hustler? And I'm like, okay, but I'm just doing a bunch of awesome things. Except it's like, I have this Tumblr post. Sometimes I think this thing that people are like, oh my gosh, breaking up Tumblr, dude? Like, what? And then I'm just like, there's this Tumblr post where I'm saying how watching The Incredible Hulk 1977 was really inspiring me for my vagrant nomadic plans because, like, he couldn't even take his clothes with him. Like, he couldn't even, because like, you'll notice this as being in, like, this shirt hasn't gone anywhere. And I probably ain't gonna go nowhere. Ain't gonna go nowhere. I forgot where I was going. Sorry. I say. I went to Denny's today, and down in Georgia, let's just say Waffle House is a big deal. When Curtis Connor came to Atlanta for the Goodfellas show, he told us that they went to Waffle House for breakfast, and we all erupted in cheers. And then he said that he checked his Instagram DMs, and it was just a 3 followers, 0 profile picture, and it messaged him, and it said, "Dude, you're like the final boss of all lesbians." And he was just like, like, what does that mean? And he was like, how many lesbians do we got here? And it was a eruption of cheers, and he was like, who am I kidding? it's all you. And then it made him think about like saying final boss makes it sound like a video game. So then he was like, what would a lesbian video game entail? And then he said Stardew Valley. It's also very transgender. Pronouns and a anti-capitalist escape. Unless you suck and go for Joja. Don't worry, I'm gonna wash my hands. I'm about to go inside anyway. But I like talking to myself. As much as I was like, oh, I just want to talk to people. After talking to people, I'm like, oh, I can't. Now I get to talk to myself. I get to talk. You gotta live life to blog about it. Nah. And plus, then I'm also like, oh, I have these videos from when my voice is raspy. So then, I don't know, maybe I can think of something. I'm thinking like the scheme of, well, what if I need to pretend to be sick so I can take videos of me like this with this raspy voice and then play them as like voicemails? Sorry, I'm just feeling a bit under the weather, is all. Or something else I can do. Because it's, oh yeah, if I just need to work on pretending to be sick, then I have a video of what I sound like when I'm sick and I can find a way to mimic it. Because of course the way that I hear myself isn't going to be how I hear myself in a video, but that's a neurological scientific thing, and the way that I sound probably sounds different to pretty much every person because every single person has their own unique sensory experience. Mine is just a disco world. Sucks you guys don't have pretty lights and colors. I'm literally offering. So like you say no to that, that just shows your taste, your poor taste. And as much as I'm like, everybody needs to be nice to me because I'm awesome. You really don't want me pissed off at you? Because like I get elaborate with my revenge schemes. Like you see, this is me getting to California is my schemes of love towards world peace. The shit I do when I'm pissed off. You don't want that to be your life. You don't, because the thing that makes it so intense is I am justified in my feelings. It's just I am capable of a lot of things. So it's like I wouldn't apologize for it, but I'll tell you, you don't want to unleash that.